Hello my dear students, this is Akash SD and welcome to the ASD physics classes. I hope so you all are doing very well and very good. So my dear students, today we are going to learn the topic angular momentum, is it? And this topic we used to learn in a rotational motion, okay? But I hope so you have learned about the momentum, and all of you know very well what is the momentum. Yes, we used to remember like that. The momentum is the product of mass and velocity. But my dear students, this momentum is what? This momentum is the linear momentum when the body is doing the translational motion. Okay, my dear students, and if we talk about the basic of this linear momentum, then what is this? Linear momentum means quantity of translational motion possessed by a body. Okay, now in the same way, if we talk about the angular momentum means the quantity of rotational motion possessed by a body. Which motion? The quantity of rotational motion. Okay, now after that, if we define this mathematically, so kindly listen very carefully, definition will appear on your screen also. So mathematically it is the product of magnitude of linear momentum and perpendicular distance of line of action of linear momentum from the fixed point. Okay, definition is looking somewhat complex here. I will make it easy because I will just make you understand this definition. Okay, so my dear students, now we are going to put the topic here. Angular momentum of a particle. Angular momentum of a particle about a fixed point, and at the basic level this fixed point will be origin. Okay, now I'll draw here a diagram here. This is the diagram. This is the x-axis, this is the y-axis, and what is there? This is the fixed point. Now I have made the fixed point where? At the origin. So what is there? One particle is there at point P, no? At point P, and it is moving with a velocity v. Okay, one thing we should be very careful, because P we will use for the linear momentum also, so we will take some other point here. Okay, so my dear students, I have just taken point A, that is better. Okay, so if the particle is having the velocity v, then its momentum is given by P equal to m into v. Okay, now this is the line of action of linear momentum. What is this? This is the line of action of linear momentum. And what is this? This is the perpendicular distance. Okay, and I will give here the name m. Okay, now after that, this point will have some position vector also with respect to the fixed point. So this is the position vector. Okay, this is the position vector r. Okay, and here head and tail is coinciding, so we'll just draw the dotted line here. Is it? Just draw the dotted line here, and what will happen that here? This angle is theta. Okay, so my dear students, what is there? This angle is theta, so what about this angle? This angle will be also theta. Okay, now again we will come to the definition. What I told you, angular momentum means it is the product of magnitude of momentum, that means P, and perpendicular distance of line of action of momentum from which point? From the fixed point here. Okay, so if I write here O, so according to the definition, what I will write here? We can write here L equal to magnitude of the momentum and this perpendicular distance OM. Okay, and I will write for you. This distance is called what? This is the line of action of momentum. Okay, now after that, my dear students, here please, here this is P and this OM distance. Can you see the triangle here? Now OMA. So see here please, here in triangle OMA, if I write here OM by OA, so see here please, OM by OA is what? Perpendicular by hypotenuse, that is going to the sine theta. Now this triangle I am talking about here, this triangle OMA. Okay, so from here, what is the OM? OM is given by OA into sine theta, and OM is the which distance? Perpendicular distance. I will write here R perpendicular, so we can write here R perpendicular equal to OA. What is OA distance? R, that means R sine theta. Okay, is it? So this I will write here, so we can write here L equal to what? P into R perpendicular, or what is this? If we simplify this, L equal to P is what, my dear students? MV, is it? And this is what? R perpendicular, that means R sine theta. That means the angular momentum is given by what? It is given by L equal to, my dear students, what is this? L equal to mvr sine theta. Okay, now after that we can write in another form also. Okay, another form, no? Another form. Okay, now this angular momentum L we can write like this also. See here please, we can write here this, so this is the r into mv sine theta. mv sine theta. What is mv sine theta? mv sine theta, see, or instead of writing mv sine theta, I will just write p sine theta. Then you can see very well, p sine theta. Now, students, what is there? This p sine theta is here. If I write here now, this p sine theta, na, I will draw some angular diagram also. Angular diagram also, see here, please here. This is the fixed point here. No? This is the fixed point O, and this is R. Okay. So, what is there? The p sine theta will be here. What is this? This is the p sine theta. P sine theta. Okay. P sine theta. I told you, no? This p cos theta this side, p sine theta this side. So here you can see very well, this p sine theta is again perpendicular to r. That means we can write here angular momentum, we can write with one more way also, r into p perpendicular. Okay. So we have the two formulas depending upon the situation. Sometimes we will use p into r perpendicular, and sometimes we will use r into p perpendicular. Okay, I hope so. We are going very well. We are seeing the angular momentum of water. We are seeing the angular momentum of a particle. Now guess please, what will happen? My dear students, if we write in a vector form, this, then what will come here? Think please, in a vector form. Because see, the formula is here. L equal to this mvr sine theta or pr sine theta. So here please, my dear students, in vector form. No? In vector form, my dear students, it is given by here please. L equal to r cross p. What is this? L equal to r cross p. And please make sure very well, this L is called moment of momentum. What is called a moment of momentum. Okay, and this is anyhow we know which vector? Axial vector here. This will always act along the axis of rotation. So this is called which vector? This is called the axial vector. So dear students, we have just written angular momentum of a particle. About which point? We have written about which point? About the fixed point. And where is the fixed point? This fixed point is at the origin. Now what happens sometimes, students? What happens sometimes? The fixed point is not always at origin. Then that time we should know the general formula also. Okay. So I will write all these things, and now I will write the general formula also in the same way. Now in the same way. What will I write here? See here please. AM means angular momentum. Angular momentum of a particle about a general fixed point. About a general fixed point. About a general fixed point. Before that, the fixed point was what? The fixed point was origin. But now the fixed point is not going to be at origin. Okay. I will draw one more diagram so that we can compare also. Okay. So see here please here now. See. This is the y-axis and this is x-axis. Now what is happening? This is the fixed point. Fixed point here. This fixed point is there and particle is here somewhere. I have taken point here. And this thing, let's take, I have taken point B. Okay. So students, this is the position vector of the fixed point R1. Okay. And this is the position vector of the particle. What is this? R2. And here only the particle is having the momentum. How much momentum is there? P. Okay. So here also you can see here, R was the vector from the fixed point to the particle. So here also we have to write one vector. From where to where? Fixed point to the particle. This vector is called what? This vector is called delta R here. Okay. So if we write here in a vector form, so in a vector form, what the form will become here? L equal to delta R cross P. Okay. What is this? L equal to delta R cross P. And what is delta R? What is this delta R? Delta R. Delta R is R2 minus R1. What is delta R? This delta R is R2 minus R1. So, dear students, what we have seen? We have seen the angular momentum fixed point where at the origin, the formula is what? R cross P. After that, if we take any general fixed point, what is the formula? L equal to delta R cross P. Okay. What is the R1? This is the position vector of the fixed point. And what is R2? The position vector of the particle where the particle is having some velocity. So my dear students, we have seen these two formulas. After that, we have two more formulas. Okay. That we will just see that here, like L equal to I omega for a particle and for a body also. It will just take 2 minutes more and we will write one more form of the angular momentum. Okay, I hope so now you have understood very well. This rotational motion is little bit tricky, little bit tough, but if you understood with the right basics, it becomes very easy. Okay, so dear student, just see here, angular momentum of a particle in circular path. Now let me teach you. This is in circular path. Okay, in circular path. Now, so see this angular momentum of a particle in a circular path. Okay, so what happens that, my dear students, here one particle is there that is moving in which path? Circular path. At any instant, if the particle is here, so you know very well momentum in which direction? Instantaneous momentum is along the velocity. Okay, so this is the momentum. After that, this is the center, no? And this is the position vector r. So just guess please, r and p is making how much angle? R and p is making how much angle? Because your head and tail is coinciding. So this angle is 90 degree. Okay, now students, just see here, if we write here the formula, L is what? L is r cross p, no? For the particle, the particle is there, no? Let's take here the particle is there, this is the particle is here, is it? At point A, let's take here, no? Point A. Now students will just write here the magnitude. If we write the magnitude, that means mod of r cross b, and we know very well mod of r cross b is what? R into p into sine theta. Now theta how much here, the students? 90 degree. Okay, so we can write here, hence this L equal to r, p means what? mv, and here sine 90. Sine 90 means how much? 1. That means we can tell here this is coming how much? mvr. L equal to how much? mvr. Even this angular momentum we see in both second postulate also, in chemistry also, and in physics 12th also. Okay, now my dear students, another form, L equal to mvr we have got for the particle in which path? Circular path. Now students, if we see the another form, no? In another form, okay, so in another form, now what happens that L we can write here m, V is given by, in circular motion we know V equal to r omega into r. Okay, now students, what this will become here? This will become mr square into omega. That means we can write L equal to, what is mr square? This is called the moment of inertia. Okay, so we can write the formula here, L equal to I omega. What is I? I is the moment of inertia of the particle about point O. Okay, and students, if we write in a vector form, okay, so in vector form what will happen that here? In vector form we can write here L equal to I into omega. And as I told you very well, this L is the which vector? This L is the axial vector, and this I, what is I? Where I equal to mr square, which are smaller capital smaller. Okay, so smaller square. And what is this small square? This is the moment of inertia of a particle. Okay, now after that students, my dear students, what happens here? We have seen for a single particle, but same concept we can apply for a body also. Okay, so we will just see the body concept also after that. If you have understood this video, then my dear students, in next part I am going to just solve the questions based upon the angular momentum. So if you have understood all this very well, then what happens that very soon I am just going to upload the problem, only problems. Okay, so this is going to the part 1 and next one will be the part 2. Okay, so the last topic here, what is this? Angular momentum of a body. Angular momentum of a body, and we know very well in a body how many particles? Multiple particles are there. Okay, so angular momentum of a body, and this body, all the particles of the body, they are moving in a which path? They will move in a circular path, and I will make how much? Theta 90 degree here. So see here please, this is the axis of rotation omega, and here one body is there. No, so see here, m1, no, this is m1, this is m2, this is m3. Now perpendicular distance, this distance r1, this distance r2, next one this distance r3. Okay, so kindly listen very carefully. Angular momentum of a body is equal to the sum of angular momentum of all the particles about the same axis. Okay, so kindly listen the students. L equal to, for the first particle, what is the formula? m1 r1 square into omega. This is the moment of inertia, as I told, is it? Similarly second one, m2 r2 square omega. Similarly, m3 r3 square omega, dot dot dot. Okay, so now whatever things are constant, omega is constant, is it? So what will happen that here we can write here, see here please, m1 r1 square, now m2 r2 square, dot dot dot, n number of particles are there into omega. Now my dear students will write in a summation form. Okay, so see here please, sigma I equal to 1 to n, here mi ri square into omega, and hence what is this? This is also moment of inertia. But what is this? This is the moment of inertia of the body. Okay, so again I'm writing, see here please, where I equal to summation of I equal to 1 to n mi ri square. What is this? This is the moment of inertia of body. Okay, so dear students, what we have seen the angular momentum of a particle also, formula L equal to r cross p, and we have seen when the particle is moving in a circular path making angle 90 degree, that time the formula is coming what? L equal to I omega. Even in vector form also, if you write in a vector form, what will happen that here? See, I will write separate now. In vector form, what happens that this L equal to I into omega. Okay, so dear students, this is we have seen angular momentum when how much angle was there? The angle was 90 degree. Now sometimes question used to come, in that what will happen? We have to check it out. Sometimes what will be there? Momentum will be there, but the angular momentum will become zero. Na? Very easy also, but very important concept. Na? The last concept, what is this? Condition of zero angular momentum. Okay, students, condition of zero angular momentum. So see here please, we know that L is given by, what is this? We have seen momentum, that means mv into r into sine theta, is it? Sine theta. And in a vector form, what we have seen? L equal to r cross p. Okay, so students, what will happen that if we talk about the first condition, in first condition the angular momentum will become zero when what is there? When either theta is 0 degree or theta is how much? The theta is 180 degree. That means in theta equal to 0 degree, if this is r, then momentum in this direction, both in same direction, parallel vectors. Theta 180 degree means if this is r, then what is this? This is the momentum. So here parallel, here anti-parallel. Na? This is a simple, but second rule is the very important. What happens that when r equal to 0, r equal to 0 means what is the r? That is the perpendicular distance of line of action of momentum from the fixed point. But r equal to 0 means when r equal to 0 means what is the meaning? When r equal to 0 means line of action of momentum. What I am telling? The line of action of momentum passes through the fixed point. What happens? The line of action of momentum passes through the fixed point. Why I am writing all this? This much long line? Because it is very important. So only I am writing here. Okay? I will just give the example also. See here please. This is the fixed point. And what is happening? See here please, here. This is x-axis. This is y-axis. And the line of action of momentum is passing through this fixed point. Like this. Okay? So in this situation, what will happen that here? Perpendicular distance how much? 0. R equal to 0. And in this situation, angular momentum how much? This angular momentum will be 0, null vector. Is it? So, my dear students, we have seen the overall angular momentum basics and all that. Okay, just see this video very carefully, understand all the concepts and all that. Very soon I will just upload only problems from the angular momentum topic, because it is very important from the competition point of view. Okay, my dear students, so just thank you so much. Subscribe to my channel.